I'm Zach, and this is Challenger Vedic Astrology and Tarot. Welcome to the channel. So, before we start, if you'd like to get either a Vedic Astrology or a Tarot reading with me, you can do so at my website. It'll be linked down in the description box below. So, before we get into this video, I just want to make sure that you all know all of my videos are based on your Vedic sidereal placements. So if you don't know what that is, you'd use a Vedic sidereal astrology calculator on any website, it doesn't really matter, to get your ascendant and your placements. So that's not Western tropical, that's Vedic sidereal. So just make sure you're using the right system. Now, today I'm talking to you, Aries. So we're going to be talking about the eclipses. They're going to take place in the sign of Aries and the sign of Libra. So, okay. Sorry about the awkward pause, Aries. My cat tried to interrupt your video. So, let's talk about the eclipse. So first off, what is an eclipse? In Vedic astrology, what happens when there's an eclipse is you'll notice a major change in your life in the area where that eclipse takes place, especially the solar eclipse. So, right now the solar eclipse is going to take place in Aries. And Aries is your first house. That represents your overall life path. It represents your body. And Sun's going to be there, and Moon, obviously, because of the eclipse. But then we also have Rahu, eclipsing Sun and Moon. And then we have Mercury. And then Jupiter goes in a couple days later. So, when this eclipse takes place, it'll be taking place in the constellation of Ashwini. Alright, so this constellation is tied to healing, it's tied to miracles. So, with it being in your first house, from either your moon or your ascendant, make sure you're looking from those two placements. They're the most important. So, this eclipse, in that constellation especially, is going to show there's going to be something related to your health that's going to come up. But it should overall be in your favor. Now, Saturn's also aspecting this eclipse with its third aspect, which generally isn't good, but considering Jupiter's going to be in there a few days later, this eclipse should be very good for most of you health-wise. At the very least, you're going to see major change in your health. Now, first house being you, that represents your overall life path in general. So you'll notice a big change in your life with this solar eclipse. Now that change is going to be even bigger because all three major planets are going to be there. You have the two biggest physical planets, Jupiter and Saturn. They're going to be sitting there. Sorry, my cat's in the way. Okay. So you have Jupiter and Saturn that are going to be sitting there. And you also have Rahu. Now Rahu's a shadow planet, but it does have a very big impact on our lives. So, with all three of these affecting Aries, that's going to bring a major change in your life, major change in your health. So, that's going to be one big thing that's going to be happening. Now, that's going to be April 19th. Okay, so the lunar eclipse is going to be taking place in your 7th house, in the sign of Libra, on, May 5th. Alright, so the lunar eclipse is where you will notice you'll be overthinking. Like you will be obsessed about the area of life related to that house. So this is your 7th house. This is tied to business, business partnerships, relationships, and marriage. So, and 7th house is also other people in the world. So you're going to be very obsessed over these areas of life. You're going to be constantly thinking about other people. And that's going to last until the next lunar eclipse. So, that's what you have to look forward to, Aries. But your sign, Aries, is where you're going to see the biggest change. Like, it's going to be incredibly significant this entire year. But especially with the solar eclipse. Alright. Well, that's what I have for you. If you like my videos, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me and the channel out. And I'll catch you in the next one.